I want to take the time to say thank you to my patrons. Your help has actually not only done so much for my channel, but has actually helped me personally to make it through this tough year. And I want to thank all of my subscribers, and well, thank you. And let's get to the show. All right, so I know I tried to do this video before, but it was just shitty. And of course, I'm somebody that believes in the minimum wage needing to be higher. I definitely think that the minimum wage should be around about $22 an hour. It should be. The fact that we're settling for $15 lets us know that, one, we need a change in the system. The increase in the minimum wage should also be accompanied with, I guess, I want to say more increase in lifestyle. How do I hear it in the video game? Increase in quality of life things such as Medicare for all, such as not just the increase in the minimum wage, but things like mandatory paid vacation, shit like that. But if we're going to go only with $15 an hour, we definitely need things like Medicare for all and expansion of a UBI. These are things that we actually should do. But we're still stuck on this fucking $15 minimum wage. And to be quite honest with you guys, I hate motherfuckers who literally say, well, no, you don't. You don't need any minimum wage. Because what they're trying to do is a race to the bottom. So let's hear this motherfucker. Let's go.
Minimum wage, $15 an hour. Looks like they're forcing it through with the $1.9 trillion stimulus, and you can't vote for it. I can't vote for it. This is the benefit of a political party winning presidency, Senate, and House.
So, of course, this video is a little bit old, a little bit dated. We know that because Joe Manchin, Christian Cinema, and a few other motherfuckers who have business interests in paying people actually killed the amendment for minimum wage. And we also know that even though the parliamentarian said that it shouldn't be a part of the bill, the vice president, Kamala Harris, and Joe Biden could have actually overridden it, because the parliamentarians' recommendation is just that, a recommendation, not a binding agreement. It's just a recommendation. But however, that being said, he's right. We did vote for this. Well, he's wrong because we voted in the politicians to actually push towards it. But he's right in the sense of, when you have political power, you should fucking use it. The problem is his side lost, and that's the thing. They lost. More people want at least a $15 minimum wage. Because here's the fucking thing about it. Wages have not increased as a percentage to productivity. They haven't. But motherfuckers like this would actually say, well, we don't have a choice in the matter. Fuck. I don't have a choice in the matter when my fucking rent, my fucking power bill, my fucking car note has actually gone up. I don't have a choice in that, but the shit does. But you want to complain about a minimum wage? Let's go.
And the other side has to pay a price. But I just want to give you a couple stats here, and I'll make my case to small business owners and individuals. Do you know what's the highest country that pays the most minimum wage in the world? Australia. You know what it is? 1260.
Wait. Fuck, wait. No. No, motherfucker. No, motherfucker. And this is the point that I actually tried to make before. Check this out. All right. Let's go. I'm going to actually bring this up bigger so you guys can actually see. That's not 12, whatever he said. Like, let's just go back to the video. $12.60. My man's, that is it. That is exactly $7.24 more than what you're fucking saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And even if you go to the 12.49, minimum wage by country. Let's go to the list. Like, yeah, like, why do these people act as if they can't be fact checked? For real. This is where he got the 1240. Oh, isn't this fucking wonderful? This is where you got the 1240. Oh, he went to the Wikipedia page. He's fucking lying. How old is this list? As of 2014. Oh shit. As of 2014. You fucking asshole. Wow. Let's see. Wow. Wow. This is too. Yes, like he been called out in this fucking video. The dishonesty in this video is fucking wild. Wow. Fuck, I'm glad that I actually waited on this fucking video. Wow. Oh shit. Wow. Everybody's saying, wow. Shit. Everybody said, God damn. The internet. I love. Oh God, I love this shit. The internet is just like, dude, you're a fucking lie. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. I don't have to pay my employees a living wage because my net worth will go down slightly. Oh shit. Okay, we got to get to the video, guys. We got to get to the fucking video. By the way, this is how I feel. Like, this is when you can tell that I have energy. Like, this is fucking awesome. Let's go. Oh shit.
You know what it is? 1260. You know Australia is known to be a socialist country? Do you know the next one is France at 1210, then Germany 1180, then Netherlands $11, UK, Canada, South Korea, Japan, then it's US. You know what Russia's minimum wage is? $2.40.
Yeah, we all want to live in the Russian economy right now, full of oligarchs, kleptocracy, and fucking oil money. Yeah, sure. Fuck. These motherfuckers think, like, goddamn, you don't have the personality to fucking own a cult. Fuck, dude, you don't. You think because you have a multi-million subscriber channel that you can just lie? Fuck. Okay, let's go.
You know what China's minimum wage is? You do not want to know China's minimum wage. By the way, Norway doesn't have a minimum wage. There's a lot of countries that don't have a minimum wage. They just trust the fact that the business owner is going to take care of the employee.
No, you stupid fuck. No. Because what happens is, in these countries, they have what are called strikes that are organized by something called unions. And I will tell you fucking this. I will tell you this. They actually keep the motherfucking cost of living low and the quality of life high. And oh yeah, here, the Nordic countries, and do I need to debunk this motherfucker in real time? Excuse me. About these Nordic countries, how when converted to U.S., McDonald's workers, burger flippers, like motherfuckers don't eat burgers, make at least $22 an hour. At least $22 an hour. But yeah, they don't have a minimum wage because they have fucking unions, dog. Oh God. Okay. Shit. Let's go.
And they trust the fact that the employee is going to work so hard to create high value in a marketplace that they're paying more. They don't say the government needs to come and do what they do. So if a lot of these countries in the top 5 minimum wage are higher than us, and we're about to be number one at $15, they're socialists, and now you beat all the countries around the world in minimum wage, and they're socialists. What does that make America? I don't know, but you put the two together, it is what it is. So what does the minimum wage really do? And then how does this apply to Motivation Monday? Let me get right into it. So number one.
Wait, the minimum wage actually makes sure that people can actually live. And I don't know, help it where you don't have to work 3 or 4 jobs to get by. Like, I fucking saw a post. And this is the shit that kind of like, I took it to a different level. And a friend of mine shared a post about people not actually making fun of people. Like, it's tax season. It's fucking tax season. Let's be honest. It's fucking tax season. And there, more than ever now, are people that get taxes back, get a refund. And so in the African American people in the community, you see people actually doing shit like every tax season or every other tax season, they go buy a car, buy furniture and shit like that. And it's like, well, I have money now, so let me go fucking spend it. And the post was actually trying to normalize not making fun of these people because, well, these poor people, they're getting money and they're just spending it reckless. Like, no, these people are not just spending it reckless. They're spending money because they're actually getting money. And so the part of the post that I found that was actually interesting, and I made a point that we shouldn't, like, and I quoted, I said, I refuse, ... because I'm an asshole, to actually keep normalizing the fact that we want to shit on people getting money one fucking time a year. we want to shit on people acting like they're spending irresponsibly because they're getting a little bit of money versus just like, yo, maybe we need to give more people money out throughout the year. Maybe we should have a living wage, because if you give people money, they are actually less depressed. They don't have to worry about struggling. They actually perform better. The fuck? Like, we have studies where, like, the Indian farmers, like in India, they actually did a study that if you right before their crops came in, they gave people an IQ test, and they found out after the crops came in, where they're the richest throughout the year, farmers are actually smarter when they have the most resources. Because being broke makes you fucking stupid. Not having any wealth makes you stupid. It demotivates you, and it makes you feel like you can't handle it. So, what does raising the minimum wage actually do? It gives people more motivation to actually work. They don't have to work as hard on 3 or 4 jobs. Maybe they can only have one. Maybe they don't have so much stress bearing down on them in order to fucking make it. Fuck, I'm yelling like bass Pulo. God damn it. Anyway, let's continue.
Adam and I are sitting here talking, and says, Pat, I said, I feel so bad for these small business owners. He says, Pat, why do you feel so bad for a small business owner? I don't feel bad for a small business owner. He said, they know what they were doing when they got into business. That's not like it's anyone's fault. They knew they were getting into business. So if they go out of business because of minimum wage, that's their fault. I said,
okay, so, all right. Let's actually talk about this. Let's talk about this. And I've actually said it before. I don't like the argument that people actually make when they say, well, if small business owners can't make the minimum wage to make a larger minimum wage to pay their employees. I don't like the fact that, well, they should just go out of business. I don't like that argument because, in a sense, it's dismissive of people who have small business. Now, yes, I give you that. On principle, it is a sound principle. You never actually exceed your expenses with your sales. You never do that. It is a reason why I myself is Crimson 60620, the motherfucker who does art, the motherfucker who does that does the streams, don't have an employee because I can't pay them. I can't. Right now, the benefits, like if you guys will actually donate to my Streamlabs or donate to my Patreon, that actually goes to the expenses I have for like internet or, things like food or, shit that I'm using now in order to help support myself. Now, if I ever got big enough to actually help, get more money or do this full time, it would still be, I would live within those expenses. But I wouldn't sit back and pay somebody slave wages to do the work that I just wouldn't do. I would just do it. And most businesses, and I'm sorry to say it like this, I am sorry to say this shit, but most small businesses aren't some mom and pop shop that needs to stay open 24 hours in order to make sure that they're covering some. Like, no, most small businesses are a shop where people are working, and like we don't have that. Oh, this is a small business where it's a small grocery store and they're supporting 300 employees. No, we don't have that right now. And to be honest, let's be honest. Small businesses are dying, not because of the minimum wage, but because you have big mega corporations that have money to fucking throw around and are literally killing small communities. And Maintown USA or Main Street USA are actually suffering because there's not a lot of fucking opportunities out there. But I'm getting off into the weeds. Let's go.
I said, great point. Let me make my case on why I disagree with you. He says, what is it? I said, see if you and I were to get into a fight, and it's a big fight. It's a fight we're going to do it on YouTube. Adam Sosnick against Patrick Bet-David, okay? Here's the rules and guidelines. It's boxing only. And let's just say, Adam, you're a better boxer than me. You're an 8, I'm a 6.5, okay? So you know, as long as you take care of your body, your health, your diet, your stamina, you can last the whole, 10 rounds, 12 rounds, you're going to beat me because you're a better boxer, better defender. Great. I said, but I'm a ridiculous kickboxer. My kick is an 8. You don't even kick. You have no clue how to kick. You're a 2. I said, imagine 5 minutes before the fight starts, they say, new rule being added to the fight. We can officially have kicks in the fight. I said, who wins that fight? You do. Is that fair to you?
Nobody is changing the rules, motherfucker. Nobody is changing the rules. Oh my God, this is... Okay. He's equating an increase in the minimum wage, something that we already have, to fundamentally changing the rules in a fucking bout. Nobody is changing the rules. It doesn't make sense. Your analogy doesn't fucking make sense. You fucking loser. But let's continue.
No, it's not. That's not fair to me. I said, exactly. That's what happened to small business owners. Small business owners have to worry about improving their company, improving their product, taking care of their employees, taking care of their customers, making sure they have money, making sure they're working hard, making sure they're improving. But they can't do nothing about government laws. These government laws are a form of bullying that put small business owners out of business. So how do they put small business?
But he praises countries that don't have a minimum wage, where motherfuckers have unions. Like, the countries that he was praising about minimum wage, they have unions. So to use his analogy, you're having a boxing match, and they both are boxing. This thing with boxing. But instead of the fight, whatever the fuck they call it, the fight organizer, yes, actually changing the rules. His ideal country is where him and his him and his friends come along, and like Nancy Kerrigan, which is the fucking other fighter before the fight, it's like, oh, we're gonna keep the same rules, like, but we're gonna Nancy Kerrigan and fight before we start fighting. Cripple your ass. Like, yeah, the fuck? Like, goddamn, like, you don't fucking get it. Everybody's playing by the same rules. Everybody's playing by the same rule. And to fix his analogy, it's not the government is coming in and saying, oh, we're going to add this to it. We're going to add this extra thing to it. No, what the government is saying is like, okay, you got to meet a weight requirement. You have to make sure that you don't hit this, you're above this weight class. That's all the government is actually saying. You fucking idiot. Like, oh my God. And yes, he is a capitalist apologist. But let's go.
Owners out of business. A recent study came out just a few days ago that showed if they raise minimum wage for $15. By the way, this study is by CBO, which is not Democrat or Republican. It's just, they come out with the studies. Here's the report. If they raise minimum wage to $15, 1.4 million people in America lose the job.
Does anybody else see this? Does anybody else see this? What's wrong with this picture? What's wrong with this picture that he's actually sharing? What the fuck is wrong with this picture that he's actually saying? I'm sorry. Like, this isn't your evidence, dog. This isn't your evidence. Let's read the headline and where he's actually reading. Like, is this selective, like, truth shit? Or did he think that people wouldn't pause? A $15 minimum wage would cut employment, reduce poverty, CBO study finds. A nonpartisan study raising the minimum wage could cost 1.4 million jobs, but lift 900,000 people above the poverty line. This is just from the fucking title and subtitle that he actually put. Fuck, you need that job, but you need that job, but stay poor. And the actual numbers are actually different. Like when he says people, it would actually affect households. It would literally affect households. So it would actually be more than 900,000. It would actually double. How many people are working at the minimum wage? Let's actually look that up. How many words are in the English language? In 2019, 82.3 million workers at the 16 or older in the United States are paid hourly rates, presenting 58.1 percentage of I can't find a newer article other than 2019. Shit, a lot of like we've been talking about this shit for fucking at least 6 years. Let's see if we can pull this up. The Bureau of Labor Statistics. So in 2019, 82.3 million workers aged 16 and older in the United States were paid at hourly rates, representing 58.1% of all wage and salary workers. Among those paid by the hour, 392,000 workers earned exactly the prevailing federal minimum wage of $7.25 an hour. About 1.2 million had wages below the federal minimum wage. Together, these 1.6 workers with wages at or below the minimum wage made up 1.9% of hourly paid workers. The percentage of hourly paid workers earning the prevailing federal minimum wage or less edged down from 2.1% in 2018 to 1.9% in 2019. This remains well below the percentage of 13.4 recorded in 1979 when data was first collected on a regular basis. The report presents highlights and statistics tables describing workers who earn at or below the federal minimum wage in 2019. The data is obtained from current population surveys, a national monthly survey of approximately of 60,000 households conducted by the U.S. Census bureaus for the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. Information on earnings is collected from 1/4 of the CPS sample each month. So, in Evans, and I'm not going to go through these tables. It's a Friday night and I fucking don't feel like it. In essence, what happens is you can actually help so many motherfucking people. So many motherfucking people by raising the minimum wage. But this fucker right here, is so concerned about, oh, the small business people. And never these people, like, you don't hear small business people talking about, like, you may be able to find a few, but like, where is this contingent of small business owners that says that they can't make a higher minimum wage? Please, not ones that are making not ones that are multi-million-dollar companies. Please show me the contingent of small business workers who can't pay their employees a $15 minimum wage. Please. I am looking forward to it. But let's continue with this motherfucker.
1.4 million people in America lose their jobs. And what does that mean if 1.4 million people lose their jobs? Here's what it means. Walmart, say I have a market. Patrick's Market. Across the street is Walmart. The only product I beat Walmart in is milk. I sell milk for $3.49. Walmart sells it for $3.59. That's my way of getting 600 customers and families that come to me because we go to PBD's or Patrick's Market because his milk is 10 cents cheaper than who? Walmart. Then all of a sudden...
Wait, how does he get 600 people over... Wait, I feel that his logic is so fucking flawed. Wait. You guys help me out with this. If you only go to one store for one item because it's 10 cents cheaper, I haven't heard of that particular human behavior. I know humans because unfortunately they say I'm one of them. That are lazy as shit. If they're already in the store they're actually getting the other shit that's actually in their list or in their cart to actually get, they're not gonna waste their time going to another motherfucking store. Yeah, there may be some people some people that will do this shit, but they're not gonna go to there's another store to say like, "Hey, I saved 10 cents here." Like, does he not forget that's how Walmart used to fuck with people? They wouldn't have the 99 cents; they would have 29.88 until they got to 29.95. Like, does he not realize that, like, that's Walmart didn't make their business by actually being 10 cents cheaper. They actually forced companies to produce specific Walmart sizes. Like, we know that this shit happened, dog. And we know that they start opening up places where you can be more comprehensive with stores in places that just stores or malls wouldn't actually open up. That's how they led to their market dominance. That's why Amazon is beating their ass right now for online shopping. It wasn't this mythical 10 cents, but let's hear his explanation.
They announced minimum wage is $15. Who do you think can afford to pay $15 an hour minimum wage, and who can't? Walmart can. I cannot. If I now have to pay $15 and I have to raise my price of my milk from $3.49 to $4.29, he can stay $3.50.
$3.49 to $4.29. So let's do that quick motherfucking math. That's a difference of what, 80 cents? So he does know. Oh my fucking God. He does know. He does know that the Nordic countries actually have a higher minimum wage and the only change is 80 cents. He does know that. This is dishonest motherfucker. This is a dishonest motherfucker. He knows this. He knows it. This is fucking propaganda. I know it was already propaganda, but like, he knows this. He's deceptively being lying. But let's go.
How long until I go out of business? How long until my 600 customers who love me and say, Pat, I got to tell you, I love you. I love your jokes. You're funny. You're so good to us. And I find him go to Walmart and I sit in front of Walmart and I see all my customers going there. How do you think I feel? How can I win them over? I can't win them over. I can't sell it for $3.49. I have to close business. You know who celebrates? Walmart. Walmart says, bam, thank you so much for raising minimum wage. We don't even have to put these guys out of business. You're doing it for us. You're so wonderful. All the politicians in DC. We love you, right?
But Walmart doesn't want to pay the $15 minimum wage. They literally came out and actually said that they don't want to pay it. Oh my God. So as much so they received a lot of pressure from Bernie Sanders in 2016 where they said, okay, we're going to raise our minimum wage. And they were slow dragging their feet because we were so focused with the fucking stupid orange man bad that they dragged their heels and they just came out. It was like, oh, we're going to raise our minimum wage to $15 an hour. In other words, we're going to make it where it comes out as a median wage to $15 an hour, not minimum. They didn't do it. They didn't want to do it. They lobby against this shit. They literally lobby against wanting to pay their workers more. But you know what happens because their workers aren't paid more? Taxpayers have to subsidize Walmart workers because in the end, these workers, they still need to fucking eat. So they have to get on stuff like government assistance, food stamps. Like, God damn. Like, I fucking hate Walmart too. I'm not gonna fucking lie. But these motherfuckers like them who apologize for Walmart are so fucking up their own ass. Like, wow. Okay, let's go.
Right? That's basic, man. I can go an hour telling you different, analogies, numbers, data for you to see, okay, that makes sense. Now,
okay, and another thing too, if your customers are only staying with you for price, where everything you can like, it's as if, oh God, it's as if we don't know prices for shit go up. We know that. We know the price for things go up. And if your customers are only sticking around because of a 10-cent motherfucking difference, first, what type of customers you are, and like, secondly, why didn't you tell us that fucking aliens have landed? Because humans don't act like that. And third, like, what does that say about your customer service? I'm just saying. What does that say about your customer service? Fuck. I don't know. Wow. Let's go.
Let's talk about the other side. You know, when was the last time I got paid minimum wage? I was 14 or 15 or 16 years old working for Haagen-Dazs, making ridiculous banana splits, okay, or sorbet in a sugar cone, or a waffle cone, or a little cup, or, sundaes is what I mean.
How long ago was that, you dumb fuck? How long ago was that? Like, for real. How long ago was that? How? And I'm sorry, there are a lot of people now, especially now, that there aren't any job opportunities to go to a higher fucking wage job because we're mostly a service economy. Okay, let's hear his little anecdote.
Right? What was the value of my PBD in a marketplace in 1994? You know what? Probably around 1993. I was probably worth.
Wait, 1993. 1993. Okay, so I got some bad news for you guys. I got some really bad news from you guys. $1993 was 28 years ago. Fuck, I know. If you were alive and conscious of shit in 1993, and I mean like not just like, hey, I'm in kindergarten, but like 1993, I was 11 years old in 1993. Fuck, that was 28 years ago. 28 years. Oh fuck, I'm old. And if he was 16 in 1993 plus, and that was 28 years ago, that means he's like 42 now. No. 44 now. Like, quick math. But it's like, for real, for real. You're making a complaint about 28 years ago, dog. 28 years ago. 28 years ago. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. 28 years ago. I don't know if you know this, motherfucker. Pat, whatever your name is. There's been a couple of things that fucking happened. There was the .com crash in 2000. There was this thing we call 9/11 in 2001. There was a housing market crash in 2008. There were all the small little shocks and small little recessions. And then we have, the now times. Like, fuck, does he not get that, you know, maybe the economy has actually changed since 1993? But let's hear him apologize or defend why you should have the same pay rate in 1993 from 1993 now in 2021. But let's continue.
$3.25 an hour or $3.75 an hour. It's probably what it was worth. Okay. Then
Wait. Why are you putting a price on your head at 16? That you're only $3.25 or $3.75 an hour. And let's actually look at that. I know I'm doing a lot of fucking fact checks. Fuck. With all this fact checks, maybe I'll really truly be part of BreadTube, right? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that this video is complete horse shit. I'm just saying, but like, I see Mr. Ed running around somewhere. I'm just saying. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm not saying that this is complete horse shit, but like, fuck. Did I just go see a thoroughbred run through this motherfucking video? This is bullshit. Like, like fuck. I know I was watching the Huff GP a little bit earlier today, but like, damn, I thought I clicked away from the video, right? Fuck. Like bullshit 101. Let's continue. Oh god, this is running long.
And after working at Haagen-Dazs, I get a job at Bob's Big Boy, $5.15 an hour. I was like, man, I'm making it. Then I went to Burger King, and I got 40 hours a week because Bob's Big Boy wouldn't give me 40 hours a week. They only give me 20 hours a week. And then I never even thought about minimum wage. All I thought about is how to increase my market value. Look, there's a place for unemployment benefits, 100%. There's a place for, some of these protection in case something happens to you. Of course, there's a
place for the minimum wage. There's a place for UBI. There's a place for Medicare for all. Yes, there's a place, and it should be in the fucking United States. Other countries do it. We're the richest motherfucking country in the motherfucking world, as we claim. The numbers aren't really true though, but those numbers aren't really true. But let's continue.
place for all of that. But leaning on that and on the government, your parents, what do you think about when a 25-year-old is still living with his parents or 30-year-old living with parents and parents are taking care of him financially? What do you call that person? So what do you
A person living in the current U.S. economy. Like, let's be honest. He's Gen X. Like, I'm barely like millennial, but he's Gen X. These motherfuckers who ruined the fucking economy for us millennials, older millennials, and shit like that. These motherfuckers that, to be honest with you, if with their parents' previous generation would have already or even close to retirement. Like, let's be fucking honest here. We millennials, and the Zoomers and all that other good shit, we're screwed because motherfuckers in the early generation are still working, and in a lot of cases they still have to work because the economy is fucked. But let's continue. Oh, by the way, we just call that person who's living at home, especially if they're doing something and they just can't make ends meet, a person. It's a difficult economy. But let's go.
You call a 30, 35-year-old that's relying on the government to raise the minimum wage for them? What's the difference between the name you gave for either or? What is it?
There's no difference because, you know, we still need to make sure that there is a floor. Like, motherfuckers like this would actually be okay with serfdom. Like, he would be okay with serfdom. Get rid of the minimum wage. I seem to recall the same shit back when we were doing the minimum wage. When it was first established, because, well, no, like, would he be okay with child labor laws too? Okay, let's go.
Well, no, that's different because, no, there is no difference. It just means you're not increasing your value in the marketplace. Now, remember, I'm not talking about disabilities, and I'm not talking about all that other stuff. Although I'm also not talking about, oh, everybody has mental issues or health issues. I'm not discounting that. I get it. I know what it is to be going through challenging times, but can we use that on every single person? I understand a small percentage of America. I understand a small percentage of, but
no, oh God. Okay. All right. So let's put this myth to bed. Just because you're making it in capitalism doesn't mean that it's not fucking damaging you. And I brought it up earlier. Poverty makes you stupid. It does. And as much as you don't want to, as much as we don't put a lot of credence towards IQ tests, but we know that your cognitive ability is affected by poverty. It's just a thing. We know it happens. This isn't something that is just like, oh, well, they're poor and they're stupid. No. If you are poor, your cognitive ability suffers because you don't have the right nutrition. You are constantly worried. Your fucking cortisol and your stress hormone is going. You go into that fight, flight, freeze, or forget mode. We know this happens. And the fact that you want to keep people, well, we shouldn't raise the minimum wage because that just makes you dependent on the government. Cool. Let's start getting those strong ass unions. But me thinks that he wouldn't want that either. The fact of the matter is, employers in this fucking country have too much fucking power when they're just one big employer versus one person. This fucking individualism that tells you, no, you should only depend on your fucking self and you don't have strength for your only self, allows you to be crushed by bigger fucking institutions than just one person. But hey, what is that? The For the People Act, where it's going to be easier for us to unionize, and something I will give Joe Biden credit for, where unionization is going to be easier. Yeah, great. Don't raise the minimum wage. Let's get some strong unions in this motherfucker. And then you'll fucking see. Then you'll be begging for the government. Because when we start getting strong unions, well, motherfucker, it was a reason why they got so scared in the 1970s. Come with it. But let's continue.
That number keeps increasing. Every time somebody's going through a tough time, saying, you don't know what I'm going through stress-wise. I'm sorry, we're all under stress. I got 3 babies, 1 on the way.
Wait, he acknowledges that we're all going through stress. What the fuck, man? Fuck. Hey. I get it. It's gonna hurt like a motherfucker to chop off your arm. But we all walking around here with one arm. Let's not stop the chopping. That is literally the shit. Like, you're passing on this stress of struggle as it's some fucking mark of Cain that you pass on to people because the world is shitty, even though we have the tools to make it fucking better. Well, because I went through this struggle, because I went through this suffering, fuck it. It's time for you to go through this struggling. Because reasons. It'll build character. Because it'll show you how a man or an adult that you are. Why don't we stop trying to fucking figuratively cripple people and give them the tools that they need to be motherfucking better? But let's continue.
Family, few businesses to run, people to support, board to report to, my own health to take care of, my personal life, trying to please my family, trying to take care of them. Stress is there for all of us.
So why don't we take away one of the stress of not being able to pay fucking bills? Like, the fuck? Like, god damn. Okay, I'm getting long. This is one of those long videos today. Fuck. Okay, let's go.
Everybody has some sort of stress, some higher, some lower. But to rely on an institution, your parents, the government, to support you and rely on you increasing your wage, I don't know.
You know what? These fuckers, and this is one of the deceptive framings that I fucking hate with these fuckers. All right, so if you're not supposed to rely on your parents, your community, the government, you're only supposed to rely on yourself and the money that you get from where? Where are you supposed to get the money from? All your job, the corporation that you're working for. So in other words, take away from your parents that should have your best interest in mind, your community that also should have your best interest in mind, because you need to be part of the community, help it build. Your government, who actually should be your, let's face it, employee, because you elect them, you give them a job, and you fucking pay them. But in all of those groups that I named have some accountability for you, to you. Some accountability to you. But you want to give this away to a fucking corporation that only accountability they have is to their stockholders to make more money. Yeah, of course he's doing to pick yourself up by the bootstraps. Of course he is. But let's continue.
I would much rather rely on my industry, my effort, my desire to work to increase my value in the marketplace. When I go to sleep at night, I say, okay, I'm getting paid what I'm worth, and the market is going to pay me $55,000 an hour, $26, $55,000 a year, which is what, $26 an hour. Market's going to pay me $50 an hour, which is what, 6 figures. Market's going to pay me $100 an hour, which is what, $200,000 year income.
So, this is the fucking hypocrisy with the bullshit. This is the hypocrisy with the bullshit. The fact is, when we all get together and vote people in to say, like, market is going to pay me $15 an hour, he bitches and moans and complains like, how dare you depend on the government? No, we're demanding this is what we are owed. We're just making you, with the fucking stick of the government, pay us what we're owed. This is the thing. And we're not saying that you, Pat, as a fucking stuck up ass venture capitalist, that you can't make more money. We're saying that we're putting the floor underneath motherfuckers so we won't have to rely on the food stamps, the rent assistance, the fucking, like, that's what we're saying, motherfucker. That's what we're saying. But pissheads like you have a fucking issue because, well, I may have to come out of my pocket a little bit. But let's continue. We're about to wrap this up.
Market's going to pay me $500 an hour, which is what? $1 million your income. More than 500,000 people filed their taxes last year that made over $1 million. The market pays if you and I increase the market value, not if the government increases the minimum wage. So what is the right minimum wage number? If they can make 15, is it 25? Is it 35? Why don't we make it 50? Why don't we make $100 an hour for everybody?
So this is the fucking, this is the stupidest fucking argument. This is the stupidest fucking argument. A $15 minimum wage is determined by market motherfucking factors. Why not make it zero? Then we can definitely have some laissez-faire capitalism. The fact is, we know what it costs to fucking live in this country. We know what it costs to buy food. We know what it costs to fucking have a car insurance. We have those averages. The fact is, it equals out to more than $15 an hour. But the fact that we're demanding at least $15 an hour, as well as some additional social programs, which you said that you actually fucking agree to. That's the reason why we're demanding this shit. But let's hear this bullshit.
Where do we come up with that money? What happens to everything in the marketplace? Do gas prices go to $4, $5, $10, $20, $30?
Gas prices are already at $3 to $4. We already have this shit. We have this shit now. Fucking forgive me about the fact that, well, prices are going to go up. Prices have been going up and the minimum wage hasn't.
Do you want that to happen? You know what I'm saying? So all of a sudden you're depleting your savings. So again, focus on increasing your market value. And the next time somebody's trying to sell you on the concept of minimum wage, have a better argument, because we need more people to understand the basics of what happens if we raise the minimum wage the way we have.
All right.
Make it high.
I'm done. I'm done with this fucker. So what is the principle of actually increasing the minimum wage? What it does actually do? Well, it helps lift at least 900,000 people out of poverty. What? No. It's almost as if making sure that people have more money, they can live. But fuck this guy. Fuck this guy and these apologists for the fact that they want people to live in poverty. But if you want to actually help this guy, you know what you can actually do? Like, share, and subscribe to my channel, because we need to push back against motherfuckers like this. We definitely do. And if you want to actually help support me in this fucked up ass capitalist system, you can see the links on the top and on the fucking bottom. Thank you guys. And man, I fucking hate people like him. This shit is just like, how do you get away with this bullshit, man?
Hey guys, this is me, Crimson60620, and if you ever want to actually get some great art and help support my channel, help support me, check out my merch page at streamlabs.com/Crimson60620/merch. Here you can actually find great pieces of art, put on t-shirts, and it'll be updated frequently with a lot of my other art.